Peter, was a draw a fair result on reflection?
I think so. On reflection, I thought if it was a neutral watching the game, they'd probably have really enjoyed it because it finished end to end. Both teams going for it and wanting to win, which is great. But I think a draw in the end we'll take, especially with the injuries we picked up in that game.
It was a difficult first half as far as injuries are concerned.
It's unheard of, especially the manner in which the three of them are hamstring injuries. So, if Brendan Dickinson picked up his, hopefully that's not going to be too long. He felt his hamstring just tighten up a little bit, so I think he came off as more of a precaution because earlier on the season we played against Stenhousemuir and he felt his hamstring. We took the half time to work with him, and then he came out in the second half and then injured himself for a longer period. We had to take him off, so I'd say well done to Brennan for recognising that, and hopefully he's back soon enough. But Farrell and Kai, I think they might be out for a long time, and when you lose your three front players there in a short space of time, it makes it quite difficult. But I thought that, the players reacted really well. In the first half, we had a good few chances. We could have gone up and could have taken the lead. We didn't. And in the second half, I think the game became a bit open with teams going for it, and for Alloa to score. Before Alloa got a score, I thought we could have had a free kick. The player makes a tackle on Reece Lyon and wins the ball, but trips Reece Lyon up because Reece Lyon's still in front of him. And then they counter-attack and score. But I've got to give great credit to our players for the manner in which we came back and the belief they had, because last week I questioned, we were a bit nervy and, get at 1-0, we're a bit nervy trying to stick on, keep a hold of that result. Whereas today we're 1-0 down and we keep pushing and going, and we make a little tweak to the shape, and Josh Walker comes on and scores an outstanding goal. So really pleasing with some aspects of it, but just disappointment to pick up the injuries that we did, because I thought with those three players on and how we started and how we were organised, I thought we could have gone on and probably scored a couple of goals, but it affected us. But we finished the game quite well. We could have won, but then having said that, Alloa could have scored as well right in the last minute. So as I said, it'd be a good game for somebody who's a neutral to watch.
You did make a very fast start. It was a good fast start from Queen's today.
We did. I think we could have scored, and then we had a corner straight away where we got on the end of it. But on that side, we started well. We had chances, but you got to give credit to Alloa how they defended, and they worked really hard for the team, and they set the standard that they kept going and going all day and restricted us to a few opportunities. But I thought we had some good opportunities. But when we had our good opportunities, we worked the ball and played really well with that. But then sometimes we were forced into going long, too early, and it becomes a lottery then. But having said that, when we did go long, we brought Leighton McIntosh, who came on today, and I thought he was outstanding. Somebody asked me the other week about criticism. Was it criticism for Leighton? And anybody watching that game today will be coming away saying how good he was. He had a chance to score. He had a great header at the back post, and the keeper just makes a good save. So got to give credit to him as well. So luckily the players that we brought on have had an impact on the game as well.
It is when your injuries are so quick and in the first half, it's a real test for the players mentally and also for yourself, I'm sure.
It is for the players mentally, especially the way we work. Have those subs, and the players that haven't been picked for that starting 11, have they been paying attention to how we want to work? And I thought the way we responded, I thought there was a 5-minute spell where we were a little bit disjointed when we had to make those subs. But after that, we got a hold of it. We then changed the shape. I thought we looked really good, but it was a tough game. It was a really tough game against a good side, and a 1-1 result. We will take that after the way the events unfolded.
It makes things difficult as well, because you talk previously about managing players and having to, like Jack coming back and different things like that, managing them. So when you have to make all your subs pretty much early on, it makes it difficult to manage it as well.
Yeah, well, what I mean about managing players is they're prepared for a Saturday and they're not, not injured, and they're available for selection. So as I said, this week was the first time all season that we had everybody available to choose from, and I'll probably give us a kiss of death with that statement, because we end up picking up those 3 injuries. So yeah, it was trying to manage the when I say managing the players, is managing so they're available for the Saturday. Losing them on a Saturday is a tough one to take, in the way in which we did lose them. But that's just unfortunate. These things happen. It's just strange that they're all hamstring injuries. So now we'll have to assess everything that we've done the last week, the last month. You'll be looking at absolutely everything. But when we looked at our coverage and everything for the last week of training, it was less than what it was the week before, and we get a 1-0 win. So maybe that's not the anomaly, and we need to find out what it is.
Josh Walker, first touch, beautiful finish. It's giving you something to think about.
He has. But even before that, because I thought Oscar McIntyre in the first half had a little bit of a tough time on that far side, and then we, had a bit of a discussion with him, shall we say, at half time. And then his break, he gets a ball from Ross Stewart up the line, his break up, and I think he sucked 2 or 3 of the players in, and then plays a great pass into Josh Walker. Now that goes unnoticed by yourselves or whoever else, not by myself. And then Josh Walker with the technique to just curl it into the far top corner, which was beautiful because I'm right behind it. And he did that earlier on the season when he came on against Cove. Had an unbelievable impact against Cove as well, and managed for us to get the win. So he's got to get great credit. And with the injuries that we have now, Josh Walker may have more chances available to him. So he needs just to keep working, and he's excellent every day in training. And even afterwards here, we do running for the players who haven't played, and those players are unfortunate not to have been even thought about going on because of the injuries that we had. But Josh Walker stays out and does extra running as well. So he's one that really wants to be the best he can be.
Yeah, and Josh, as they came on against Cove and created 2 chances. So did you say Oscar, assists from Oscar today, and these are important as well?
They are important, but I'd love to have more assists and more goals and everything like that. But the chances that we create today, we on another day they go in. But we just need to keep creating, keep working hard. I'm more pleased today about the manner in which our team dug in. We can talk about passing out from the back and playing and showing and all this stuff, but the way in which we kept going and dug in and putting our bodies on the line, putting our head in where it counts, just that other side of the game. I thought that was excellent. That's outstanding. So again, that's a learning curve for the group, that we can do that. We can see through tough periods, because when the game became counter-attacking, we could have scored on that end, we could have conceded this end, but there was defenders were putting their bodies on the line.